Okay, so we're on our way to the 50% off Criterion sale at Barnes & Noble. I'm going as soon as they open. I'm going to hopefully be the first customer in there, if there isn't already people. I don't imagine there would be. I'm the only weirdo who would do something like this. I live 5 minutes away from a Barnes & Noble. It's pretty freaking great. And hopefully I can pick up the stuff I want. There's 2 or 3 movies in particular that I'm really hoping to get. They're not super uncommon, weird titles either. They're pretty common, pretty normie stuff, people would say. But I really want to pick them up. I really like them, and I'm excited to go. I'm excited to go get them because this is my first Criterion sale. This is my first time. I don't think I've ever purchased a brand new Criterion movie. I've never done that before. I've always purchased them secondhand and used. So I'm excited to go and finally get one for the first time. I got a good old-fashioned gift card that I got for Christmas that I'm hoping will help me pay for a lot of this. So I'm gonna get a lot of these movies for pretty cheap. So that's the exciting part about this too. If I see anything else while I'm there besides the 2 or 3 movies I'm looking for, I'll pick something else up too. But I've been saving up for this. I got a good old list on my phone of the stuff I want to get, and we'll just see what they have. It'll be fun. We'll bring you guys along. I'm driving there right now. Like I said, should be in there in 4 minutes or so, and they open in 4 minutes. I'm like a minute away right now. I'm just about to pull into the parking, and yeah, let's see what they got over there. So I've never seen this happen before, but the escalator was down. I'm also doing a voiceover in this section because Taylor Swift was playing, and if I put Taylor Swift on my video, it will definitely be taken down. Still doing a voiceover because of all the copyrighted music, but look at the selection they have here. It's pretty good. Everything was alphabetized and in a nice, neat order. I only spotted a couple of things that are out of place, but overall, I was able to find all the movies that I was looking for. I was also able to find a couple of things I didn't expect to be getting, but once I saw, I was like, oh yeah, actually, I do want to pick that up, or I forgot that it was on the Criterion collection. But yeah, I thought the selection was pretty solid for the size of the Barnes & Noble, and here's just me leaving the store. And as I was going back to my car, I got distracted by this bird that I saw. I thought that it had vanished because it flew into this spot, and then I didn't see where it went, and I had to investigate. And nah, man, he was just chilling up there in his little crevice. Good to see you, buddy. That's the sound of plastic and optical media. So I picked up some movies, and I just want to show you guys what I got. There's 2 that I was hoping to get, and those 2 were Pan's Labyrinth on Blu-ray. I love Pan's Labyrinth. This is my favorite movie. I have the regular, just standard Blu-ray release at home, and I would kill for a 4K release of this, which it actually did get. But apparently the 4K release of this just isn't that good, the transfer, and this is much better. And it comes with better special features, and it's got nicer packaging. So I went with this one. I would kill for Del Toro's trilogy collection to be reprinted on Blu-ray. It's still on Criterion's website on DVD for $80. I don't want to pay $80 for 3 DVDs, but it's very tempting. I was thinking about getting Devil's Backbone and Chronos today on Blu-ray, but I don't know. I feel like eventually I might see that trilogy collection out in the wild or on eBay or something. So I might just wait until then and try to pick it up for a deal like that. The other one I wanted to get today, WALL-E on 4K. I love WALL-E. It's probably my favorite Pixar film, and I was super stoked to see that this got a 4K release. And I think it's a good pick for the first Pixar film on Criterion. I don't think we're gonna get more Pixar or Disney films on Criterion, unless they're traditional animated stuff, just because, I don't know, I feel like Disney realizes we could just release this ourselves. Although they probably won't release as good of versions as Criterion will, it doesn't really matter to them because they just don't really care about home media releases all that much and creating the best releases. I think this was done as a favor to the director, and that's about it. I don't think we're gonna get more Pixar ones, but if we're gonna get one, I'm happy with WALL-E being the one, because I think it's got some great visuals, some amazing sound. The first act of WALL-E is constantly what I always cite as one of the best examples of visual storytelling, because that first act, there really isn't that much dialogue, or if any at all, and any that's in there you could cut out and still understand the story that's going on. It's an impressive film. Then I picked up Seven Samurai. I don't own Seven Samurai. I was thinking about getting this or Dreams, both very good Kurosawa films. I went with this just because it's a really impressive early film. Is it an early film for him? I think it's an early, like 54. I don't know if he had done anything else big. I'm not super well versed. I know this is one of his earlier films, but it's samurais, it's black and white, it's cool, it's adventure, it's action. You got all this good stuff. I love Dreams. I might like it more than Seven Samurai, but I don't know, I go back and forth. And at that point, I'll just go with Seven Samurai. I think this has got a universal appeal to it. I think a lot of people love this. Plus, samurais are just freaking cool. They're just fun to watch samurai around and do stuff. And yeah, then the other one I got was Time Bandits on 4K. I forgot that this got a 4K release. I think that was pretty recently, this year. Was it this year or like late last year this got a re-release on 4K? But this is a great movie. If you've never seen Time Bandits, check it out. It's a lot of fun. It's a really good time. Terry Gilliam has one of the best, like, consistently good filmographies out there. Like, he hardly ever really misses. And I always recommend his movies to people just because he doesn't really have, like, a bad, like, one among all of his stuff. They're all pretty good. The other movies I thought about getting today were M, because it's a really good early psychological thriller horror film. I think it's more of a horror movie than anything, but that's just, I think psychological thriller, I know it's a genre, but it feels like it's a genre for people who don't want to say they like horror movies, but they want to sound more classy, so they say psychological thriller. I don't know, it's a whole thing. I like M. I wanted to get M. I wanted to get Come and See, which I know is very good. I've never actually seen Come and See, but if it's a war movie, I want to own it. I want to watch every war movie I can. And what was the other one I was going to get? Oh, Some Like It Hot. Some Like It Hot I was going to get, and I was heavily considering Parasite, and I was almost going to get it. It was in my pile for a long time, but I've heard that the 4K release of Parasite is a better transfer. I've heard some arguments back and forth. I'll go home and look at the images and stuff like that, and I want it, but I want both, to be honest. I want the 4K and the Criterion, but I'll just see which one looks better. Yeah, the Criterion Collection has some pretty good special features on it, but honestly, none of them impressed me all that much, and it feels like it's such a small amount that, like, all those would just be on YouTube anyways, and I don't know. I'll get the 4K of it. It's so much cheaper to get the 4K of it at this point for me than to get the Criterion. I'm like, I'm fine with the 4K release if it has better visuals and audio. Do I would like the Criterion Collection versions of it? Yeah, but I'm really in it for the best visual and audio quality I can get. Having the most Criterions doesn't really matter much to me. And I wanted the Godzilla collection, that big collection of Godzilla movies. But I have a cat, and my cat eats, sneezes, and destroys everything she sees. So I cannot get that because I know for sure she would go up to it and just start mangling it around. So unfortunately, because I have a dumb cat, I unfortunately can't own fun things anymore. But I swear I've seen that, like, get like a regular Blu-ray release, which is just like the Blu-rays themselves. I swear I've seen that in someone's collection where it's just like the cases. If that's around and I can find it on Barnes & Noble's website during this time, I'm picking that the heck up because that's something I would want to get. I'm getting a call right now. Go away, people. I'm busy yelling at a phone. But yeah, I'll see if I can pick up that Godzilla one because that's a definite one that I really want. I know I can get the Godzilla movies elsewhere, but it's so hard to get a collection just like complete of all of them. Also, I was thinking about the Jackie Chan collection, but I feel like I'm gonna run into that in the wild. Like that's a really popular release. I know these are also popular releases, but like Jackie Chan is like, it's got the martial arts crowd, you got like the Criterion crowd, you got two different groups of people I can possibly see that collection from. So hopefully I'll run into that sometime soon. I'll probably be going back, so maybe I'll make a part 2 to this, another adventure of me going out to Barnes & Noble and picking up some more movies, but we'll just have to see. Thank you guys for watching. If you picked up anything, let me know. Like, honestly, I'd love to see what kind of stuff people are picking up during the sale because this is my first Criterion sale, so I didn't really know what to expect. I was the first, technically second person in the store, but I was surprised that no one else was there. I was like, is this not popular? Am I a weirdo? Nah, I'm not weird. Thank you guys for watching though. You have a nice one.